Hey, America, I want to ask you a question about President Trump and the Iranian war that's going on right now. Everybody has an opinion, right? And moments ago, Marco Rubio came out. And by the way, Mr. President, Marco is your best salesman. You need to send him out. Okay, he's a great, he can explain things even better than our president as far as technicalities and details. For example, according to Marco Rubio, unless he's the world's greatest liar, and of course that's a possibility, I suppose, but I choose to believe the best in people. According to Marco Rubio, there was a threat, an imminent threat against our soldiers that included ballistic missiles, where over 3,000 soldiers would have been killed had President Trump not acted. So they had to decide whether to take the first hit and lose 3,000 soldiers or strike preemptively and so far lose 3. Sadly, any loss is horrible. However, there comes a time when you and me, as smart as we all think we are, we really have no idea what's going on behind closed doors. The truth is, we're all dumb. That's the truth. We're all quarterbacking a war that you have no idea what this president's actions stopped. So there comes a time when you have to say, you know what? I voted for a president. That president chose a Secretary of War, Secretary of State, and I choose to trust them. I choose to trust them. We're living in a world now where no one trusts anything, and I'm going to tell you, when you get to that point, society has to fall apart. It has nowhere else to go but devolution. And so I choose to trust Donald John Trump, that if he makes a decision, it's America first. I believe that. I choose to believe that. I don't think I have all the information. I don't think I know about all the threats. I'm not as smart as some of you that knows what he should have done and should not have done. Because I'd like for you to think about something. What if he decided that he was worried about your opinion and he did not attack? What if he knew that even if his own followers like Marjorie Trader Green and so many like some of you watching me would be second guessing him? What if he was worried about that? And what if he wanted to please the base so bad? You know, the ones that want no wars. How small thinking is that, to think America first? And look at me. When you are putting America first is when you're making sure that those threats don't come to America. And President Trump, if he would have decided to listen to all of you and me that have an opinion and did not attack, and then a few days from now we turn on our news, and what do we see? One of our ships blown up at the bottom of the sea with thousands of dead soldiers. And then somebody leaked that President Trump was aware of that threat, and he did nothing. Could you imagine? We live in a world where you're doomed if you do, and you're doomed if you don't. So therefore, leaders don't have a luxury of giving a care about what you think. They have to lead. They do it without you knowing all the details, but yet asking all the questions thereafter. You don't have all the information, but you've got all the answers. Leaders cannot listen to you. They have to act. Their intentions have to be America first, safety first, saving American lives. So I want to encourage you all today. Let President Trump be the president. Let him do what you voted for him to do. Lead. without your approval or disapproval. He doesn't need it. He's a leader. He's not listening to you. He's listening to this thing in his head that has led him successfully against every enemy that's ever tried to destroy him. Mr. President, not only do you have my vote, you have my confidence. I am a loyal patriot. I voted for you, and I voted for you to lead in times like this when I'm not qualified to. I pray for the day where people learn to follow the leader. Let this man lead. God bless you. Have a marvelous day, because now you know the best of the story.